Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your subscribers group and your subscribers VIP auction today. I've got all the cameras set up, so I'm going to run through the shop a little bit later as well and show you what's going on and what's happening this week. Thanks for everybody for joining. Please say hello. Remember, I can't see who is commenting unless you've accepted the StreamYard terms and conditions on the software on the group there. So just pop your name in if I'm struggling to know who I'm speaking to. We've got the four fish today in the auction. I'm also going to do the Ginnakat Goshki again in the Dutch auction. I'm actually going to start by, I've got a confession to make. Yesterday, during the live auction, of course, we had the koi phrase the first time we've done it. Now, the way this was working was whoever won one of the fish in the auctions then picked a letter to put in on this koi phrase here. It was quite hectic and it was quite a long phrase, obviously, to make it worthwhile. Whoever names that phrase will win £250 worth of gift vouchers. I forgot to put the D in here. So there was an additional D. Now remember, guys and girls, this is we just do these just for fun. So if mistakes are made, unfortunately, we're human and we do make mistakes from time to time. So yeah, so Tracy's just telling me not to worry about it. So as part of today's auction, what we said was that this would carry on. So whoever wins the fish in today's auction will get a chance to name that koi phrase. If you do it correctly within a minute, then you will win that £250 worth of koi vouchers to put towards your fish. Fantastic opportunity that. I'm really hoping that somebody's going to win it today. Luckily, a lot of you have had all night to see what letters are there, and I think a lot of you know what the phrase is. So bearing that in mind, the next decision that we had to make was to make this fair for everybody as well. So what we've done is we've put the four fish into a wheel, the five fish, including the Ginnakat Goshki. Just flash that up for us, please, Deck. There we go. So there's the five fish. We're going to spin that, and that is going to decide the auction order. So just to give you all a fair shot at claiming that prize. So if there's any questions, please fire them through. Be great to hear from you. If you've got anything you'd like to share with any of us, fire it through. If you'd like me to go through anything after the auction, then I'm all happy to do that. This week we did have a lot of new arrival koi into elite koi into the quarantine fish house. We've put some videos on YouTube and then we're sharing them around the social medias. Now, what we're going to do with the Nisai fish, of course, there was five beautiful Hiotsori, the Ginnakat Karashi Goi, the Sankey, there was the Platinum Ogans. Yeah, they are going to form the backbone of your VIP auction. So you'll get first chances of them. And what we're going to do is me and Michael's going to go on Monday. We're going to get all the fish photographed and certificated, everything that we need to do with them. We're going to use the opportunity of getting the gill samples, of course, to send away while the fish are in quarantine. And then every week we will do a VIP auction on this software to give you first opportunity at bidding on them koi. It's a great opportunity for you guys that are subscribers. Of course, there's only 60 of you in there, so it really does narrow down the competition with regards to the auctions. If they don't sell, then you'll just see them follow on to the live auction on a Saturday. So I hope that's all understood by everybody. Like I say, this we love doing this koi phrase thing. It was a real good way of interacting with you guys, and also to say thank you for coming along and spending the time with us every Saturday and Sunday in the auction. So shall we spin the wheel? Shall we see which koi we're going to auction first? There we go. Deck's going to spin it. So the first fish up is, it's the Akamatsuba, so it's the non-Ginnakat Akamatsuba. that is the first one to go. And now these fish were posted in the huddle and also on the Facebook group earlier on the week to start the bidding on. We started the bidding on all of them at £400. So that's where we're going to start now. I've checked Facebook and the huddle, and there's no bids on this fish. So if somebody wants to open up that one at £400, then please do so. The Akamatsuba, Marahiro koi, they're real units, these fish. I'm going to go and get the certificate in a minute so I can tell you the size of these fish. Beautiful koi. What can you say with Akamatsuba? It's all about the colour. The red in there is beautiful, dense. Yeah, it's beautiful. So Rob has gone £400. Thank you, Rob. So that's the first bid in. I'll just leave you guys looking at that video while I'll just nip through and get the certificates. I can see the sizes. I think, if I recall, it was about 40 cm, maybe it's a little bit over at 42 cm. So Rob's got us going at 400. All you've got to do if you do want to bid on them, the certificates must be not with us. Never mind. It's under up and going. Karen's gone 405. Thank you, Karen. If you do want to bid on any of the fish, then just drop it in the comments box and send it through. I can see on the side everybody who's bidding. Deck will put the highest bidder up on the screen there. So 405 with Karen. These fish, not many of these left, of course. The Akamatsuba and the Tantos came in. These are the ones that they've already cleared the quarantine. We've had the lab report back showing them as being KHV negative. 40 centimetres, that one. Yeah. I do like this one, and what I particularly like about this one, if you look at the scales, look at the back of the head and the scales running down either side, that dorsal line, they're almost in a row of scales. The symmetry is very good on them, and the sumi's not too dark at the minute, so it will develop that sumi. Of course, sumi is the dominant colour, but you see there on the near side the rows of scales running down either side. Beautiful fish, and the colour in them is so good. I know Martin had one of these fish from Mr. Marahiro or Marahiro-san last season. It was one that was selected for him to choose out of a bowl, and that fish is absolutely awesome. So Karen at 405, have we got any more? Fantastic fish. Of course, all the fish can stay here until the end of March, until Easter. Martin's just saying there, Hellboy, he calls his Akamatsuba, is absolutely stunning. Really good genetics in these fish from Marahiro. I'm so impressed with his fish. He's fast becoming one of our favourites go-to breeders. Another breeder that you really do want to have a look at, Rob's gone 410, is have a look on YouTube. Have a look at them Cars A fish that came in on last week's shipment. They are absolutely beautiful. Maybe ideas there for a bit of a grow out event using them fish. Let me know what your thoughts are on there. Yeah, I think that could be an amazing event with them fish. The quality of all of them is fantastic. We could pick 100 out and do some sort of a grow out event for them while they're in quarantine. So Karen's at 415. Have we got any more on this one? 415. If you know that phrase and you can name that phrase correctly, you will win £250 worth of vouchers, koi vouchers, that could be used on the fish that you're bidding on, if you know the phrase, of course. And I've got to have that correct within a minute. I've got a stop clock ready. If not, it'll pass on to the next person. So Rob's gone 416. 416 now for Rob. Keith's just saying only a £1 Rob. So 416. Full pounds, they all count. Karen's gone 417. This is quite a nice way of doing this VIP auction because, of course, there's only you and we're only streaming to your Facebook group. So the time delay wise, a little bit more personal. Yeah, the fantastic fish. And I think this is an excellent way of giving you first dibs on the larger fish as they come through. What we will do, 417 with Karen, what we will do with the smaller toe side fish, of course, Deck will continue to put videos on in the huddle and in this Facebook group. If there's anything that you like there, all you've got to do is circle it, highlight it, get hold of one of the team here, and we'll go through the information with you. So 417 for Karen. Somebody's encouraging you, Karen. I can't see who it is from here. That's Simon. 417 with Karen. So how many of you are watching and how many of you think you know that phrase? Don't tell me what it is, but just say yes or no if you think you know what it is. This is 417 with Karen. Rob, if you're finished, Rob's gone 420. 420 now for Rob. And of course, we'll do the auction exactly the same way. When you finish bidding, let me know, and then I can move on to the next fish. There is the phrase there. There is, we've got to be quite exact on this phrase because it could be a choice of two words in a couple of places. 425 with Karen. So 425 with Karen. Martin saying he's pretty sure he knows it. Rob's giving me a thumbs up. So that's Rob, all finished. Rob, just give me another thumbs up if that's to confirm that you're finished, please. Don't want to get it confused with you thinking you know what the phrase is. So Karen 425, just wait for Rob to confirm he's finished. And then this one will be ending. Anybody can jump in now. Rob has finished. So let's get this one done. I'm going to say going once, going twice, going 3 times, and that one is sold to you, Karen. So what's going to happen now? Deck's going to drop that off. I'm just going to ask Karen to give me a letter first, please, to pop up on there. We'll do today's in red so you can see them. So any letter, Karen, we'll add it to the phrase, and then you'll have a minute to name that phrase. So, well done, Karen. Well done. I've just seen Dean Deboo there. Are you getting my messages? I've got that one, Dean. That's the first one that we've seen. So, Karen, if you give us a letter, please.
Oh, you've rung up to give us your letter, have you?
Well, Karen's phoned up to give us the letter, so there we go.
So Karen, I think Karen thinks she knows it, so she's rung up to give us the letter.
Right, give us a letter, Karen, please.
F for Freddie.
S, right.
Not
Okay,
F for Freddie.
F for Freddie. F for Freddie. So we've got one here. We've got one.
Let me have a look for you. So we
We've
don't
got one there.
Yeah, and then we've got
one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I nearly wafted that in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I nearly wafted that in front of everybody. Go on then, Karen, if you think you
That's
know what
it,
it
Karen.
is.
You've got a minute.
Okay. Owensacco Koi Farm are famous for breeding Kujaku and Shiro Atsuri.
Well done, Karen.
That's it.
Well done. Yes. So that is your voucher. Do you want us to just knock it off this fish for you?
Yes, please. That would be lovely.
Yeah,
Right.
Brilliant. Well done. Well done.
Well
So,
done, Karen. I'll take you off on 3 now, Karen. Speak to you soon.
All right then. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
yeah, so well done, Karen. Guys, how many of you knew that phrase? It'd be interesting to know now. I think a few of you got it last time. The one that I was looking at, of course, was the Kujaku. Could have been Kahaku. So there was a choice of 2 there, but of course, Owensacco is famous for Kujaku. So, yeah, well done. Well done. Deck, pop the wheel on and let's go for the next koi, please. There we go. That's the Akamatsuba done. So next up is the Ginrin Akamatsuba. We've got one opening bid on this one at £400. So we'll get this one up. This one's going off at 400. Now remember, guys and girls, we probably will be doing something like this again next week for the live auction. We've got a few little games now that we do here and there to try and keep it fresh and keep us all on our toes. So there's the Ginrin Nakamatsuba. This fish is a big fish. I think it was 44 centimeters. Very big bodied fish again. You see the Ginrin's fairly strong on it. It runs right throughout the head of the length of the body. You see again the colour in these fish is quite incredible. A really luxurious maroony red colour. They absolutely glow, and that's in artificial light, of course. When sunlight hits it, that's gonna gleam, that fish.
43 cm.
So 43 cm. Thank you. Absolutely perfect. These fish again breezed through the quarantine. Very healthy koi, as always, from Marahiro Koi Farm. So we've got one bid on this one for 400. I think if Deck could just pop that one up for us. That is Martin. I don't know if Martin's watching. I think he was at his lad's house.
I can't display it. Don't let me type in the chat.
Ah, right. So we can't type in the chat on this one. So £400 with Martin Kingston at the minute. Anybody else, just have a look at that fish. 43 centimetre Nisai Akamatsuba. There's Martin there. So I'm just going to pop him up there for now, so we know that he's got the opening bid on this koi. Really, really strong, powerful fish. Like I say, the real pleasure. The Marahiro koi, as always. I think they've actually developed some while they've been in the fish house. Again, these fish can stay with us until Easter. If the temperature's a little bit too cold, the weather's looking good this week, actually. We're looking temperatures of up to 12 degrees, which is a bit of a relief following last week's temperatures. That is for sure. So £400 for this Akamatsuba with Martin. Have we got anybody else? I won't dwell around too long with it. We've had all week to bid. Karen's gone 401. So 401 with Karen. We are blowing gales in Blackburn. Yeah, wow. There's certainly Storm Isha, I think, called this latest storm that's coming through. So Karen's gone 401 there. Martin, are you increasing? Martin's gone 405. We've got plans for another new group as well for auctioning some of the smaller Tosai koi throughout the season. This is going to be based pretty much on what we're doing with you guys here, actually, whereas there'll be a private group where we'll list the fish in to be listed all week, and then we're going to end them on a Saturday morning stream. So it'll just be done based on videos and images like this. So that is something to keep your eye out for. That'll be coming pretty soon. Yesterday we've cleared the Karen's gone 4-6. Yesterday we've cleared room for the new fish house, which will get some pictures shared to you. Hell of a job that, moving the fence panels, but thanks to Rob for coming and giving us a hand there. So the new fish house is areas ready for us to go at. There's so much happening here at Elite Koi. The heating got installed in ponds 10, 11 and 12 last week. The Koi Dash fish, Martin's gone 407. The Koi Dash fish, which is happening on Thursday, them fish are going into pond 11 for the grow out period, so all you guys will be able to come along and see them, and I'm hoping the group experts will keep everybody else updated with videos and updates on the fish as they're coming on. If you've got them in the Marahiro, Karen's all done, so Martin Kingston 407. I'll just finish off what I said about the Marahiro. If you've got them in that grow out, selection days next Saturday, them fish are romping on. They're doing so well. So let's get this one wound up. I'm going to say going once, going twice, going 3 times. Martin, well done. That is your koi for 407. Ginrin Akamatsuba to go with Hellboy. That's going to be interesting to see some images of them side by side, that is for sure. So let's get the wheel up again. I think it's a bit we might as well continue. We've done it we might as well continue auctioning them through this. Aha, so here we go. So this is the Dutch auction for the Ginrin Gosky. So this one featured yesterday. I'm going to give you one more chance at this one, guys. I'm going to start it at 450. The way the Dutch auction works, if you haven't seen it before, is I will start reducing the price of that fish. If you want it, all you've got to do is comment mine, and that fish will be yours. I could pull it at any time. So at the minute it's 450. I'm now going to drop it to 440. 440. This is a 36 centimetre koi. I believe it is as clean as a whistle. Anybody who's ever seen Jimmy's Goshki that won the autumn photo show in 22, what a beautiful fish that was. And that started out exactly the same, thank you, as this Ikarashi Azumi koi here. It's an Nisai koi, 34 centimetres. Nisai, of course, it will be Sansai now. But yeah, beautiful fish, got real potential, that one. So let's go down to 420. Looking at 420 for it. Remember, I can pull it any time. This is a cracking koi. The bend on it's so strong. No shimmies anywhere on it that we can see. The sumi's all in the right places. And as that fish gets darker on the grey skin, that's going to transform this koi into something special. I don't know, Decker, can you flash up Jimmy's quick? Have you got, if you can lay your hands on it just to show you what these fish can turn out like. I'm going to drop it to 415 now. So 415. If you want it, the Dutch style auction, just type mine in the comments box, send it through. The first person to come up on that list will win it. I'll just do that again. There we go. So that was a Ginrin Goshki that was purchased in spring 2022. It was almost identical to the one that's in the bowl, colour-wise. The Ginrin was maybe just a tiny bit stronger, but then when we got into the autumn photo show, wow, what a fish, what a transformation. All these Goshkis are capable of doing that. There's the image of the fish. That was a midway between the point of sale and it entering the photo show. I see how it's changed. Absolutely incredible fish. Just flash that last image up again, Deck. Look at that. That is, I think that's one of the best Goshkis that has ever been through here at Elite Koi. There was a guy who actually tried selling it in Indonesia, believe it or not. But this one, you can see the similarity. Ikarashi Azumi. I think Jimmy's was an Aoki fish, but you can see that the development's exactly the same. Hopefully, with a fingers crossed, that's going to develop to be the same style of fish. So let's go 410 on it now. So 410. Remember, I can pull this at any time. I'm going to go to 400. You will also get your 5% subscribers discount off that as well. So 400 on the Ginrin Goshki. I'll go 395. 395 on this one. We've got somebody said mine. We'll just confirm who that is. That is a fantastic koi. Simon, well done, Simon. Yeah, again, it's another koi. You know, if I had the space, it's one that I would certainly be putting to one side. So well done, Simon. Of course, 395 for that one, and you will get your subscribers discount off it as well. Well done. Thank you very much. So we've got two more to go. Hello, Marie. Marie and Gary been down today. I remember the guys and girls, the photo shows that are coming up this year. We'd love to see these fish back, see how they're developing. It's always great to see the fish. I remember a lot of the fish that we've sold. Got a weird memory like that, and I love to see them back, see what you've been doing with them. So next up, the Gan Tan show. There was no bids on this one. I'm going to start this one off at, let's go at 400 on this one. The guys will tell me the size at the minute. I haven't got the certificate to hand, but these, again, this is a male koi. I think most of the fish were male. Maybe it's the one tancho that's remaining, maybe female, 80% possibility of it being female. I'm 80% sure that the rest of these are male fish. I know it means a lot to some people, whether they're selected males or females koi. Never in egg sex signs unless you can see them spawn, of course. So we'll always say 80% if we haven't seen them do that. So looking,
40 cm and you've put male on.
yeah, 40 cm. So it definitely is a male. I've noted it as a male when we photographed the koi. Look at the body on this fish for a male fish. It's got massive shoulders. The depth of the fish. It's a very powerful koi. Of course, Nisai from Marahiro. You'll see from that red spot on the head. This is why I'm so excited about the Marahiro koi. The colours in the selection of his aragoi, the parent fish, is fascinating, and the colours as good as and some really high-end breeders in Japan. So already 40 cm. It's a fantastic fish. Very strong ginrin. A little bit stressed in that image. It is actually whiter than that. It's just a little bit stressed from being bold, but it's fantastic koi. So I'm looking at 400 to get that one going. Have we got any interest in that one? It's a fantastic koi. Again, it can stay here with us until Easter, free of charge. Now the heating is installed, of course, in ponds 10, 11, 12. Any fish that have been overwintered are going to benefit from that as well. So where we say overwintered free of charge, there is going to be a benefit to the koi being kept just that little bit warmer. And we always feed our fish on a good diet of food anyway, as you all know. So I may have to keep the trophy with the Goski. Yeah, I think if you can get that to look like that one that Jimmy had, Simon, I think that would be an amazing achievement for the koi and you. It's a beautiful fish. So have we got anybody on this one at 400 starting? 40 centimetre Marahiro Tancho. Look how big that Tancho spot is and how dense it is. Of course, Tancho spots are revered in Japan because it symbolises the rising sun on the flag. Very highly sought after in Japan. We was lucky to get these ones from Marahiro and offer them at this fantastic price as well. So 400. I'm just going to let it go a couple more seconds and then we will remove it. This one you'll probably see back in next week's live auction. So I'm going to say going once, going twice, going 3 times, and that one is unsold. So there we go, guys. This was, the fish, if they don't sell in here, this is just my way or our way of like making sure that you get first dibs at them without the wider competition across Facebook. They'll be interested to see what that one does with a wider auction base. So let's go on to the last one. The last one is just I don't like calling them plain tanchos. When you've got ginrin and plain tanchos, the fish, look at the white skin on this one. That is absolutely amazing. Now, I have got a proxy bid on this one, and it is to start at 370. So I'm going to start this one off at 370. That is the only proxy bid that we've had so far on this fish. This is it's an awesome koi. Look at how clean that white skin is. The tancho spot really dense. The contrast between that white skin and that belly spot is quite something. Pec fins very good, very clean. Again, another male koi. I'll find out the size for you in a minute. I think it was 40 cm. It may have been just slightly over. So that one's at 370 at the minute. This fish will sell at 370. It's 40 cm. Thanks, Deck there. So 40 cm Nisai koi. Look at that. If you're looking for a tancho, that is some fish for £370. That is a real centerpiece in anybody's pond. And that is going to sell for 370 unless anybody else wants to bid on it. There is only one more tancho remaining to be offered to you all. The fish, it's a real proper unit. It has got a bit of historic scale damage, just 380 now from somebody. I'll confirm who that is. It has got a little bit of historic scale damage just behind one of its pet orphans. Eric, thank you, Eric. Which, if you've got a window, it would be apparent. If you're viewing the koi from above, it's not going to make any impact on the koi. It's a beautiful fish. So this is the last one that is in pristine condition from that last batch of fish that you saw. So if you're looking for a tancho, don't let these escape you. It might be a while before we replace them, certainly with this size and this sort of quality. Again, the fish can stay here until Easter, until it starts to warm up a little bit for you. So 380 with Eric. That proxy bid is out and done now. So this is Eric's for 380. The white skin is so, the shiroji is absolutely crisp. It's almost perfect. And remember, that fish is probably slightly stressed from being bowled as well. So for it to be looking in that condition in that bowl is quite something. It's got a great body shape on it. Very, very typical male body shape, the shape of a torpedo. But it's broad behind the gill plate as well. It's got lovely broad shoulders. So 380 with Eric. Have we got any more on this one? If not, I will end it and then I can just go through 385 now. 385. We'll go through what else we've got happening. Of course, the Hiyotori raffle was drawn last night. That was number 42 was the bonus ball. Alan is at 385. Thank you, Alan. Beautiful little Hiyotori there, was won by my mate Taff. Many of you will know Ian. He's quite regular in the shop. Fantastic win there for Ian with number 42. We will put another fish on again next week, sometime for the raffle. So 390 now. I'm presuming with Eric. Yeah, I've just got to look up for the guys in the office to let me know who it is. So Eric's gone 390. So has the raffle been? Yeah. The raffle was filled for the koi last night. The bonus ball was number 42. 42 was the winning number, and that was Ian who won that fish. We'll put another one on again for next week. Selection day next week for the Kaze and the Marahiro showers. So they've all sold out. The selection day is here next Saturday, the 27th. Somebody's all finished there. I'll just get to see who that is. We will stream that selection live as well. I know many of you live quite some way away, so you can see. Alan, thank you very much for that, Alan. So this is Eric's at 390. Any more, I'm going to end it. This is the last call for bids on this one. I'm going to say going once with Eric, going twice, going 3 times, and that one is sold to you, Eric, for 390. Thank you very much. Yeah, so selection day, of course, is next Saturday. We're going to open Snacks Corner, feed everybody who comes with some fantastic breakfast butties from Paula and Crystal. It's going to be our first get-together of the season, really. We're really looking forward to it. I know there's a lot of guys and girls travelling quite some distance to come to that event day. On Thursday, we're going to be doing a live stream with using the software for a group chat. If there's more than 10 people want to be in that, then I will open it up and we'll go live. Of course, on Thursday at 7 p.m. is the Koi Dash event. So all them fish, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and pick my other camera up, and then I can show you them fish before we finish. Koi Dash, I'll just make sure. Yeah, I think that can hear me. So that's the Koi Dash event. This is the fish here in Pond 2, so you can come along and have a good look. There's a good size on these fish already. see there's a good mixture of fish in there. Hiyotori, Kiyotori, a bit of everything really. The Rengiogans, yeah, Azagi, Kurashigoi. They're going to go live at 7 o'clock on Thursday night. It's a fastest finger event there, so make sure you're on the koi for sale page, refresh it at 7, go through and find the fish that you want. The one that I feel everybody's going to be wanting is that fantastic Sankey there from Marahiro. That is priced at 175. So this grow out, all them fish are priced between 145, 175. They're going to go into pond 11, heated up to 22 degrees, fed 6 times a go on 6 times a day as a minimum on our growth mix that we've got going, and they will be collected at the end of April 2024. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do with them fish. That's happening on Thursday. There's pond 3. This is all NND, Yamabuki Ogun and Shirosori. We have got plans to split these 2 ponds up next week, so that's why they're chatting there. Website fish are looking fantastic. Always pleased to see you these fish. This is pond 7 here at the shop. It's got a window in it, as you can see. That's all the fish that are listed on the website in there. These are the fish that are waiting to be listed on the website. This is pond 8. This was the first pond that we ran the Tempest on. Nexus auto kit on it. The Tempest, that was one of the additions to this pond. The water clarity in this pond is always absolutely crystal clear. You can see that bottom drain there. This pond's been in commission now possibly over 2 years, and we've never cleaned it. And I put that down to the Tempest. It just, yeah. If you haven't got one, then get hold of one of us. Have a look on YouTube at some of the videos of these Tempests. They're amazing filters. Amazing filters. The 2 that we're putting on here are going to be filtered by Tempest as a pre-filter, believe it or not, and Easy Pods. We do like the Nexus filtration. This is pond 1. So this is the one that I did the video on last week where we'd had the nitrite spike. I'm pleased to say that nitrite spike is just around the 0.5 milligrams per litre now. We've kept feeding through the spike. Water's just starting to come back online now. With the fish, there's your fish, Simon. The Dutch auction, Ginnakat. And then I'll just show you quickly in here. We've got say the water off. This is the fish that have been selected at the minute for the website. These are the ones that Deck's busy working through, trying to get the images and get them put through. A couple in there for pond 10, including the Izagi. There's a beautiful Saragoi in there. Some fantastic shower in there as well. So they're just being worked through at the minute. Keep your eyes on the huddle. If there's anything that you like, just sing out to us and we will send you the details. So there we go, folks. I don't know if anybody's got any questions or anything for today. Say we've put a lot of videos onto YouTube. If you subscribe to Elite Koi YouTube, you will get to start see them behind the scenes videos. I will, of course, post them in this group as well, so that you can keep up to date with everything that's happening here at Elite Koi. Let's have a look. Any questions? Or give me a couple of seconds. There's Molly. She's actually settling down really well. So, well, guys and girls, there's no questions for today. I will set up that stream on for Thursday evening. That will coincide with the Koi Dash, of course. So we'll probably set it up for about 6:30 or so, and see how that goes. So really looking forward to that one. Paul did the Kurashigoi in yesterday's auction sale. No, it didn't, Paul. If you want, I'll ask Deck to send you the details over of it. That was a beautiful Krashigoy. It had ruby red eyes, very, very desirable in a Krashigoy. So, Deck, can you send that to? Yeah, Deck's going to send you the details over for that one. Guys and girls, thank you for joining me. Any questions, you know where we are. Any problems, just sing out to us. Looking forward to doing the koi phrase again next week. We'll just perfect that and make it even better. Thanks for bidding in today's auction, and thanks for being subscribers. It really does mean a lot to us. We'll catch up with you next week.